we made it, or I made it. I actually got here a day early this time. Life hack with EF trips, you can come in a day early, or more than that if you want. I paid $25 extra for that. I was trying to find a place to set you down. I paid $25 extra to come in a day early. Super worth it. I thought about that after my Thailand trip where I only had like a 3-hour turnaround between getting to the hotel and having to wake up for all the fun activities and everything, and I just was not charged up to be social. This time I got in, it is 5:50 local time right now, and I have this whole evening, basically all day tomorrow to acclimate and everything, and then we don't have anything scheduled till the day after that. I need to shower and then find food. Let me show you the room real quick though. It's like kind of annoying. They wouldn't let me stay in the same room that I'll have tomorrow, so I have to check out and then check back in. Totally fine, I get it. It's because it's 2 different room types, but here's this one. I have these cute little slippers. They also gave me pajamas for the night. It's teeny tiny, which I've heard about Japan hotel rooms, but I don't mind. I think it's cute and cozy. See the bathroom for the first time together. Okay. I feel like people always think that EF hotels are gonna be bad. They're honestly not. Like, this looks great. Hey, wait, the light settings too? I like this even better. Took my shower, feel like a whole new woman, so now we can chat a little bit more. I don't want this to get too long though, because I don't want the first part of this vlog to be too boring. I'm wearing my PJs from the hotel. All I did was I went across the street and went to 7-Eleven. If you know, you know that's a big Japan thing. I was hungry, I'm exhausted, I just needed something quick to grab and go for tonight. I didn't love any of this, but between the bites I had out of everything, I think we put together a whole meal. I still need to like give you the whole rundown of why I'm here. I'm with EF Ultimate Break, my favorite company in this whole wide world. I am an EF Ultimate Break ambassador. I always like to put that out there first thing in my vlogs because I am here for free and I don't want it to seem like I'm hiding anything. They do not pay me to say anything. I can give you my full honest opinion. I will give you my full honest opinion. This is actually my 7th trip now with EF, which is insane to say, but I would not keep traveling with them if I wasn't completely in love with them. I'll tell you more about this trip specifically like as we go along, because again, I don't want this intro to be too long. And if you want to learn more about EF specifically, you can look at some of my other videos, or I'll put my TikTok right here too if you want to look at that, because I'm always chatting about them over there. Basically, group travel company, anybody ages 18 to 35, they plan everything for you. It's super fun, the best itineraries, payment plans. I just cannot say enough good things about them. Hi from future me editing. I literally forgot the most important part of that whole speech, which was to tell you that I have a discount code with EF that gets you $100 off your first trip. So if you use the link that I put down below, that will auto apply the code UALeona100 to get you that $100 off. Just make sure you are using that link, because that link specifically is what activates it. Okay, continue on. The rest of the group will be coming tomorrow, so I'm having my little chill evening tonight. It's already dark outside. I'm gonna go to bed here pretty soon, hoping I can wake up adjusted tomorrow. I have a head spa appointment tomorrow, which I'm excited about. I've always wanted to try one of those, and I have to check out of this hotel room, explore for a little bit, and I'll come back and check into my new room and meet my new roommate for the week. This is the view from my hotel window. A nice like pop-in area, but it's really quiet over here. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Naturally, the very first thing I did was go to Don Quixote. This place is like the epitome of overstimulation in the form of a store. But it's where you have to go for all of your Japan essentials, and there's one right around the corner from the hotel. Did a 90-minute head spa treatment, blowout, straightened my hair, and it was $112 USD. Now I'm gonna go shopping because I still have a few hours before I can get back into the hotel. I'm gonna hit up the Onitsuka Tiger shop. I'm gonna try to find real food because all I've had is like junk food and snacks for the past like 2 days, and that's about it. I took the train over to Shibuya because it was really close by. I had so much trouble finding a restaurant, but finally I found this place where I was able to get this beef thing, and then I went to Onitsuka Tiger, bought my shoes, and for some reason I went to the Shibuya Don Quixote and spent even more money. Room tour part 2. Here's the new room. Very small for 2 people. I think I'm gonna have to put a giant suitcase maybe on that table there. My roommate's not here yet. I'm not sure what time she's getting in. Alright, good morning. This is our first official day of the trip. The group got in last night. A few of us went to get dinner, which was good because honestly, I was getting humbled being on my own, even though this is my 22nd country now. Like, the language barrier was a lot more intense than I expected, and I felt like I was struggling yesterday, so it'll be nice to have everybody here. This morning, we're about to meet up for our free breakfast, and then we're going on our full, like, guided tour today of Tokyo and going to a temple. So if you get a good fortune here, you get to keep it. But if you get a bad fortune, which of course I did, you leave it. You tie it on this rack so it doesn't stay with you. The bad luck gets to stay here. I had no idea how hot this country would be until I was researching for this trip, but we are dying out here. After the temple, we basically started going neighborhood hopping. We started in Akihabara. This is my friend Maricela. She was actually on my Jordan trip, and we didn't even realize we both booked this trip until we saw the chat a few weeks before. Very cool EF moment. This neighborhood we were in, Akihabara, is kind of like the gaming neighborhood. Our next stop was Harajuku, which is where all things are kawaii. Then we ditched the bus and went as a group for the first time on the train to go to Shibuya. Here's the famous Shibuya crossing, of course. The way today is going after we did the temple is we've just kind of had like a sampler of all the neighborhoods. So it's like we go get dropped off in a neighborhood, free time, another neighborhood, free time, another neighborhood. So we did the Akihabara and Harajuku. Now we're in Shibuya. I'm starting to get burnt out because I'm tired. But all we have after this is the welcome dinner, which I'm excited for.
Like sleepy or tired, and it's okay to leave. I'd like to take a picture before you.
Day 2 officially, good morning. I felt like kind of unwell this morning because I just didn't drink water yesterday, so hence why I'm trying to be better today. We're gonna go to a fish market today, and then we're doing a sushi making class. I literally don't even like fish, but maybe I can like pretend to be vegetarian or something. And then I have free time this afternoon because there's an optional excursion, but I didn't sign up for it, so not sure what we're gonna end up doing. So today we experienced rush hour on the train. Basically it gets so busy they have these workers that push as many people as physically possible into the car. I couldn't really show you it, but seriously look up videos of Tokyo rush hour. It's the craziest experience. We're like packed in like sardines on the train. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to get in. And then it's kind of like crowd surfing because they just start pushing. But everybody's so respectful. Nobody's like talking or anything. We made it to Tsukiji Fish Market. This place is called a fish market, but there's so much more than just fish, don't worry. This is where you want to go to try everything. I had a matcha, of course, matcha ice cream, and then I also got to try dango for the first time. Then we went to our sushi class.
We already steamed the rice, but try to absorb the liquid. If not...
Oh. Everest.
I didn't put that in there. I just don't like fish. You didn't eat any of the fish? No. I did egg.
Like a full color boat, right? And this mountain will be on the same line as this mountain.
After the sushi class, we went to Gotokuji Temple, better known as the Cat Temple. Basically, the beckoning cat, which is that cat you see with its paw up, is a sign of good luck. So this place has thousands of the little figurines. The deal is you buy one at the shop, make a wish, bring it home, and if your wish comes true, that means the cat fulfilled its mission and you bring it back to Japan. So all of these cats you see here are wishes that came true. I made it back to the hotel. This afternoon was like the EF excursion thing because EF does the optional excursions, and I didn't think it sounded interesting, but what I did want to do was go to the cat temple. And when I was on the EF website, the excursion didn't mention the cat temple, but then when our tour director put it in the chat, it actually did. So I was like, oh, maybe I should have signed up. But we were at the sushi making thing, and I asked the tour director, like, are you guys taking the train there? Because maybe I'll just like tag along with you and like pay my own way. And he was like, actually the cat temple is free. That's not even technically part of the excursion. He was like, I just throw it in because we're heading that way anyway. So he said like, yeah, I can come. And I definitely could have stayed for like the neighborhood part too, like the actual excursion, but I'd rather just have my free time right now. I'm back at the hotel and I have like a few hours to chill. I'll probably take a nap. And then we have another optional excursion tonight, not through EF, but just from our tour director where he's going to take us bar hopping. So that will be fun. Slight change of plans. I've decided to be lame. I know. I didn't realize the bar crawl was like an hour from the hotel and I'm already at the hotel. hotel. I don't really feel like going an hour to get back out there. Plus I'd be late because I took my nap and obviously my hair's still wet and everything. And I'm hungry, so I think I'm just going to try to find food here around the hotel and probably get a couple of drinky drinks here. But yeah. I felt unwell this morning when I got up. Like, I was actually kind of scared. I don't know what happened, but I was so hot. I thought the AC was off, but my roommate said she was fine. And then my heart rate was like super high and I felt all shaky, but I'm okay now. So I guess I'm just gonna be better about like my water consumption and everything. We're going to TeamLab today, which was another optional excursion, but this one I actually did sign up for. It's not that much of the group that's going on this one though. But I am so hot. Like, I cannot describe to you guys how bad this heat actually is. You can see me sweating. TeamLab was definitely one of my favorite things from this whole tour. It's basically like this immersive art exhibit. You take off your shoes because you're like walking through water at points. Sparkly Room is the most famous and of course my favorite. There were so many other really cool parts too. Everything from lying on the floor to obstacle courses. I think this is a boy thing because I don't know what it means, but they all think it's really cool.
This bachelor, you have open four. Okay. Okay. And alarm. Oh yeah, ticket. Yeah. Next time.
Today we're going to go on a day trip to Hakone and hopefully see Mount Fuji from the cable car. And then we're doing this cruise on the lake there. This is another one of the things that I was definitely most excited for on this tour, another optional excursion. So I don't know how much of the group is going to be joining us today. Complaint, not necessarily complaint, but just like observation about this trip. It's a very, very different vibe from any other EF trip I've been on just because there's so much free time, which I knew coming into this trip. That's actually why I kind of hesitated to book it for a while. And I totally understand why they would make this trip have so much free time just because Tokyo's so big. I know that people would complain if they like couldn't do everything they want, so I feel like that's the only way they can make everybody happy. We hardly ever have the whole group together for anything. There's not that much like planned activity, and the group just hasn't really gotten close like my other trips. Like there's some really good people on this trip and I love the people I've been talking to and everything, but yeah, just very different vibe. I just went to 7-Eleven and bought a ton of like snacks and stuff because we have to have lunch on the bus later because we're going to be on the bus for like 3 hours, I think. Continuing with our little chat because I have some time in the room before we're meeting back up. I never want it to sound like I'm just like being a little princess complaining about everything on these trips, because every single EF trip I've been on has been such an amazing experience and I've had so much fun. However, every trip that I go on, I will be giving you my complaints about the trip because I want you to know everything before you book one yourself. This trip, again, yeah, I don't love how much free time it's been. And my other thing is I just feel like it's been almost more like shallow than other trips, if that makes sense. I feel like my other trips I've been on, we've just had these like deep, impactful, meaningful experiences. Like Thailand, for example, we went to this like chat with a Buddhist monk and we got to learn all about Buddhism and have like this Q&A session. We did like an elephant hike through the forest to see them in their natural habitat. Fifi Islands, like just these big like wow moments, and I haven't really felt like that here. Like I'm having so much fun. I'm so happy to be here, but so much of this trip has just been like, okay, shopping. Like our first day was the only really like organized day of the trip, and it was just like, okay, free time to go shopping. Now we're going to another neighborhood, more free time, more shopping. Yesterday, after we got done with TeamLabs, we were going on this neighborhood visit, and I was like, oh, this sounds exciting. Like, what's this neighborhood gonna have? They just dropped us off at a mall, and it was like an hour of shopping at the mall. So I was like, okay, like kind of disappointed. I'm kind of being a hypocrite because like I have been dropping a ton of money on shopping, and like I'm liking it because that is a big part of like coming to Japan, but also like I did most of that in my free time while I was here by myself. Like, I want more of like the organized, cool, wow moments. Like tomorrow we have a full free day for our last day, and I was kind of asking around seeing what people are doing, and a lot of people want to do more shopping. Again, it's just kind of like personal preference. Like maybe it's a good thing to you that there's so much free time to go shopping. I think me and a couple of the girls are actually going to go to Kyoto tomorrow, so I'm more excited about that. But that's just kind of some more of my thoughts right now.
She found out.
I know. Oh, I see it. Yesterday the clouds were moving, and now today they want to end up.
The cable car takes you to this valley at the top of natural hot springs. You can see all the steam coming up from the ground. Super cool Yellowstone vibes. There's even a sign warning you about the volcanic activity here. So even if you don't get the Mount Fuji view, you're still gonna get a good view anyway. This is also where you come to eat the famous black egg that's supposed to add 7 years to your life. I didn't participate, but a lot of the group did. It's like a self-serve thing, so you buy your coins over there and then you come over here and you just pick which one you want. I've seen these with like wine before at home. Cheers.
3, 2, 1. Nice. You look around. Set your wish in your mind. Then one more bow. There you go.
Today's our last full day. We're all heading home tomorrow. Today's actually a free day, so we don't have anything on the schedule until farewell dinner tonight. But me and 2 of the girls are going all the way to Kyoto today. I wasn't planning on going anywhere but Tokyo, but it sounds like it's actually pretty doable. It's only 2 hours by the bullet train. Kind of expensive though. It was like $200 for a ticket, which is kind of crazy with how affordable everything else has been. So if you're coming here from Tokyo, definitely worth it. Super easy. You just take the bullet train. I am here at the famous shrine. It's literally right off the station from the train. Again, super easy to get here too. My friends wanted to go to the bamboo forest, and I wanted to go to that too. But even though it looks close on the map, that's actually an hour from here at the shrine. So like I could have pulled it off, but that's just a little bit too risky. You could definitely do it if you had longer to spend here, but I definitely want to make it back in time for farewell dinner. So I'm just here at the shrine by myself. I know I keep talking about the heat. Our tour director was saying if you come in like May, it's perfect weather. And I was thinking it was kind of funny because I was originally supposed to come here in May and then I swapped my trip. Pro of booking with the EF is that you can do that for free. The reason I swapped my trip is because me and my boyfriend were going to be long distance and I wanted to take a trip before that. So we were going to go to Portugal together. And if you know, you know. So thanks, bro. Now I'm out here letting it out in September instead.
All right, kanpai!
We finished farewell dinner, now we're going to karaoke. We had to get our drinks from the Family Mart. I guess it's like the BYOB. Hey!
So home day.
Alright, I'm back home, but I just wanted to do like a final little recap of everything. You kind of heard my pros and cons already of this trip. I seriously regret not booking Tokyo and Beyond over Tokyo City Experience. I had an amazing time on this trip, so much fun. I think I would have liked Tokyo and Beyond a whole lot better though. People I would recommend Tokyo City Experience for, maybe couples, maybe people like if you had a lot of stuff on your itinerary that you want to hit, like that you know in Tokyo already, and you just kind of want like a little bit of extra support from EF. EF does also do Highlights of Japan, which is a longer one, 2 weeks I believe instead of 10 days. So check that out too, goes to a couple other places. One other thing I didn't mention about this trip that I was thinking about a lot is this trip had a lot less included than my other trips, like money-wise. So it's already a pretty pricey trip, but then like my other trips I've been on, I only had to pay for like a few meals out of pocket and that's it. But on this one, aside from breakfast, which you always have included no matter what trip you go on, we only had 3 meals included the entire time. Everything else was out of pocket. And then we also had to reload our own Suica card, which is like the public transportation card, which not that that's a lot of money, but just, I don't know, usually that's something you'd have included. So I'd budget a little bit more out of pocket if you're going on this trip, I guess any of the Japan trips. Last thing, again, reminder, use my link if you want to get $100 off your first EF trip. Doesn't have to be Tokyo City Experience, doesn't even have to be a Japan trip, works on any of their trips. You have to use my specific link for it to work, and that should automatically apply code UALiana100 to get you the $100 off. If it doesn't auto apply the code, sometimes you have to type it in yourself, but again, just make sure you are using that link specifically if you do, and that will activate it. Thank you for following along on another trip with me. Check out my other vlogs if you want to see the other trips that I've been on. Again, this was my 7th trip with EF and not stopping traveling with them until I'm 35 and get kicked out. I absolutely have loved my experiences with EF. I also will be going to Vietnam and India so far next year with them if you want to follow along for that. Again, I'm also a lot more active over on TikTok if you want to keep up with me there, but I will see you when I see you.